Scentsy team, this is Emily Bain, your star director, and today I'm going to make you a short video all about recruiting, and I'm going to talk about three very, very important things. The first thing I'm going to talk about is where to find the best potential recruits to join your Scentsy team. The second thing is what you're going to say to them to entice them or make them recognize that they want to be on your Scentsy team, because they do, they just don't know it yet, right? And third, I'm going to talk about the importance of quantity and the number of people that you're talking to, because those are the three major parts to being a successful recruiter: is finding the right people, saying the right things, and then doing the proper follow-up until they're on your team, and then taking it from there in terms of training. So the first thing is, where do you find your best recruits? So your very, very best recruits are your current customers and your current hostesses. So I know from experience that I have recruited almost every single one of my hostesses since I joined Scentsy, which constantly makes me look for new hostesses, but it's much easier to look for a new hostess and have the consultant on your team. So that brings up a really good point. The first thing I want to clarify and make sure that everybody understands is that it is always, always, always better, no matter what. There is not a scenario where otherwise is true. It is always best to have a recruit on your team rather than a hostess or a customer. A lot of people get hung up thinking that they don't want to recruit their best hostess because then who's going to do parties with them? Or I can't recruit my best customer because then she won't be buying from me anymore. False, false, false. That is a myth. The very best thing for you and for them is to have them be a consultant on your team. I can make a whole nother video just about that one point. So I'm going to stick to the basics, but always remember that it's always best to have a recruit, then a hostess, then a customer. So always be trying to turn your customers into hostesses and your hostesses into recruits to sponsor on your team. So hosts and customers, if you're not talking to all of them, make sure that you are. Talk to them about joining your team. Do it at the end of the party when you're packing up and closing. Do it in an email. I recently sent out an email blast to my entire customer base asking them if they would like an informational packet about joining Scentsy, and I had quite a few people respond and request information. So sometimes they're your customer that you might have gotten from a fundraiser or from something else, and they're just sitting in your contact list. I use Mad Mimi. It's a free email program. I send out a very short email blast just saying, now is a great time to join Scentsy. What would extra income do for you and your family? What would you do with the money? And get them thinking about why they want to join Scentsy. And then what I did was I blasted it out to everybody, and when I got the response, I had pre-made packets that were all ready to go out in the mail. So I sent that out to everybody, and voila, I'm going to follow up with them now that as soon as they get their packets. I actually just sent the email out on Friday. I got the responses over the weekend, and they went into the mail today. So I will start following up with them. Second of all, it's all about what you say to them when you're having those conversations. So I've said in previous videos that it's always better to listen more than you talk when it comes to sponsoring. So one of the key effective ways to sponsor is to ask pointed, relevant questions to them and let them answer you, and listen to their answer and relate it to how Scentsy would be a good fit for them in their life. So first of all, I always start out with a compliment. And this is an easy process to remember when you're having these conversations. Compliments such as, hey, has anybody ever talked to you about doing a direct sales company like Scentsy? Because I think that you would be really good at it. So you're identifying someone who you think would be a great fit for Scentsy. You're letting them know that you think that. They're going to be flattered by it, and they have complete opportunity to say no if they want to. But they might say, no, why? And then you can say, well, I was just thinking you have a lot of friends and family, and you really seem to love the product. So I was thinking this would be a good time to figure out if in the next few months you want to start earning a paycheck with Scentsy, and see if it's something that you really love. And then you can continue to hear what they say and go from there. Second of all, build confidence. Oh my God, I'm laughing right now. I have one earring in. Look at this. Oops. I was talking on my cell phone on my way home and it was hurting my ear, so I took it out. Whoops. Oh well. Anyway, so build confidence in what you're saying. I'm getting sidetracked. Build confidence in what you're trying to in them so that they're not afraid to join. So you kind of remove the fear by saying things like, oh, you know, I'm there every step of the way. I can train you. I can help you. I'll always be there to answer any questions. You have nothing to be afraid of. Things like that, because doing things like this scares a lot of people and they don't understand exactly how it works yet. So you want to make sure you're building confidence in the relationship that you'll have with them going forward so that they know they're never alone. So first is a compliment, and the second is to build that confidence. And then the last thing, and actually they all begin with a C, the third thing is caring. So care enough to follow through. Care enough to let them say no or not right now, but say, hey, do you want me to ask you about it later? Or if any special promotions come out about joining, do you want me to share that with you? Like any incentives, or if we have an opportunity to earn a trip, or things that are going on like right now with the summer incentive, great time to join. So make sure that you care enough to follow up. And remember that most people are not going to join the very first time that you ask them. I have so many successful consultants on my team that I asked for years and years and years, and it took them, some of them, it took 3-4 years for them to finally pull the plug and join my team. And now they're like, oh my gosh, I wish I started earlier. And that's usually what I tell people too when I'm having recruiting conversations, is that your only regret is going to be that you wish you started sooner. And sometimes that resonates with people because they think, okay, what do I really have to lose? All right, I'll try it. What do I have? You know, I might as well. So that's it. So to get started, you just need to start talking to as many people as possible. Send that email. Make it personal. Always have personal conversations, personal private messages on Facebook, personal text messages, personal one-on-one conversations with people that you see in your daily life. Do not try to go on a recruiting spree on Facebook by a post. It just usually does not work. People they void that out right away. They just see that and skip right over it. They want personal. People still like a personal relationship. So make sure you're keeping it personal. So just to recap, 1, your best recruits are your customers and your hostesses because they already love the product and they already have a relationship with you. 2, it's all about how many people you talk to. So get out there and talk to as many people as possible. And then it's what you say to them once you're having those conversations. Remember to compliment them, let them know that you think that they're a great fit for your team. 2, build confidence by letting them know that you're going to be a great sponsor. And 3, care enough to make it personal and to follow up with them repeatedly. So those are my tips for recruiting, and now you just need to get out there and ask, ask, ask. This is a numbers game. If you want 2 recruits this month, you've got to start asking 10 to 20 people right now and start having those conversations, mailing those packets, doing that follow-up. Recruits are not ever going to just land in your lap and come to you. You've got to go find them, and then you've got to follow those steps to get your recruits onto your team. So don't get ready anymore. Get started. Stop waiting. Stop saying, I'll do this tomorrow. I'll do that tomorrow. Oh, I'm going to get 2 recruits, you know, in the next couple of months. Start today. You have nothing to lose. Just start recruiting right away. And you're going to find out that your team is going to grow and grow and grow. And then they're going to follow in your footsteps and grow and grow and grow. And remember, don't forget, it's always better to have a recruit on your team more so than a hostess or a customer. So good luck. Let me know if you have any questions, and hopefully I didn't talk too fast, and sorry about the earring. I'm going to go put that on now. Have a good one. Talk to you later. Bye.